approaching the 30 yards from Grobbelaar's goal. He's set up a three-man wall. And Paul Wright tries to get past it, and does! 2-1. Wright's got both of them for Queen's Park Rangers. The first, the penalty, and the second from a blistering free kick. Barker made the gap, it was deflected. Reid. A touch from Spackman, and then from Clark. First time from Allen. Spackman. Clark. What a signing he's turning out to be for Trevor Francis. 5 goals now for Clark in this, his 8th game for the club.
Back in by McDonald. On Ferdinand is onside and has scored. 1-0 Rangers.
Six minutes later, Seeley's skill made it 2-0.
Stainrod doing the pointing, anxious to have the shot himself, which he does, and Simon Stainrod, a hat-trick completed in the final minute.
It's coming forward. He's giving it away, and there could be an interesting break on Bannister. Stainrod onside. Bannister! Yes! And Bannister has punished Partizan in the best possible way with goal number 6.
And just to rub in the West Enders' superiority, another great solo effort sealed it, this one from Martin Allen. A potentially explosive London derby had ended happily.
And Fillery spreading it wide to Robbie James. Outside of him is Gary Chivers. And Rangers have got so many players forward here. That's a goal! Bannister gets the touch. And his second goal of the match. And Clement's beaten. And all because Rangers played the ball so well wide to the right.
The goal which gave Rangers an unexpected 3 points. Superb control from John Byrne and a climax the game hardly deserved.
Gary Bannister had been signed from Sheffield Wednesday for £100,000 to replace Allen, and he responded with 72 goals, one of them there, in 172 senior appearances in his 4 years at Queen's Park Rangers.
Rangers really had the match won in the first half. Francis. And Falco might reach it and does!
Finds Flanagan, who lets it run through to Micklewhite. What a goal this could be. What a goal it is! Marvellous goal by Queen's Park Rangers, and a goal of classic simplicity.
But Rangers had always looked the more organised of the two sides. It wasn't long before they took the lead again. Gary Bannister curling one around the keeper.
So we're into the final minute of the first half. Rangers look for a third goal. Stewart's cross. Oh, tremendous goal by Steinrod.
Steinrod with the long throw for Queen's Park Rangers. Roberts, it was Hazel's flick, and Fenwick was in there, and it's a goal! Terry Fenwick. The set-piece ploy works again. Fenwick is the scorer. 5 minutes left, and it's Rangers' turn to celebrate, and the long throw works again. Simon Steinrod took it. Watch for the flick on by Bob Hazel, number 5. Watch Terry Fenwick coming at the far post, and the header over Ray Clement's head. It's 1-1.
Luton's young goalkeeper Andy Dibble goes for a cross he can't hold, and with this surface helping technique, Mike Fillery is able to punish the mistake with a marvellously delicate chip.
Maguire. And it might drop for Francis, it has! His 8th goal of a season that really is defying his critics.
Now comes to Micklewhite, and Waddock is in space, and it comes to Allen, and what a superb finish by Clive Allen. Queen's Park Rangers score 5 for the first time this season.
Brock, Coney's at the far post and gets it back, and hooked in by Mark Falco.
Already scored one. And now scores another.
Over the shoulder from Gregory. Now Waddock. Allen trying to take it on the burst. Waddock, brilliantly struck. Eye-catching and contentious. Martin Allen using an arm to control the ball before producing a flashing shot worthy of his cousin Clive. The deciding goal midway through the first half. The offence escaped detection, and Allen's splendid drive escaped the attentions of goalkeeper Bobby Mims.
Oh, and Allen gets a good headed pass forward there. Fallon is bypassed, and it's put in. An extraordinary goal there. From the most oblique angle with a certain amount of help, but Clive Allen latches on to that headed pass forward, forces Fallon to dive in, down to the line, a little knock, and straight into the side netting.
Allen, leaving Davis. Chip of supreme skill. 5-1, Clive Allen.
Donaghy wants Leighton to come, and Clark feels aggrieved that there might have been a push on him. 2-2. It's been a very entertaining evening, and Milne gives it away for Manchester United. Here's Gray, faced by Donaghy. Gray! Well, it's turning out to be the Andy Gray story. His first 2 goals for Queen's Park Rangers, both really memorable ones. And Donaghy felt here possibly that he was doing his job forcing Gray wide, but Gray took the shot early, and that could well be the winner. Sinton. He's left Whelan. He's drawn Hussein across so that Falco can shoot brilliantly. What a goal! Mark Falco back for Queen's Park Rangers with a splendid strike with plenty of help from Andy Sinton. He set himself on the left foot, did Falco, and it flew into the corner. But Sinton exposed Whelan, who's filling in for the injured Nicol at right back. Hussein had to come across, that was why Falco was clear. Sinton. Not much cover on Laws, and Sinton exposes that with a cracking goal for Queen's Park Rangers. Great work there by Maddox. Steen! A terrific volley. Queen's Park Rangers were in need of a touch of inspiration, and little Mark Steen has supplied it. From the cross from Francis, he swept it in. Newcastle, not the first team to find Trevor Francis a handful this season. Oh, that's a beauty from Martin Allen.
Clive Allen lobbed Rangers' second over his old teammate John Burridge. It was his third goal this season.
Donaghy's header. And Steen appeals for a hand used by Bruce, not given, but here's Gray. Oh! How did he get such power? Andy Gray, a player with an unpredictable streak to his game. And just when Rangers were bemoaning the lack of a penalty award, they've got an equaliser, and what an equaliser. Well, under Trevor Francis, Rangers showing plenty of resolve. And Falco going in to try and win the ball right on the edge of the Southampton area. And it's Falco again, the first timer. Oh, a brilliant strike. And Mark Falco celebrates a goal that surely means 3 points for Queen's Park Rangers. Very opportunist. A dipping volley, a ripper,
also limping too, and isn't too worried about giving it away as Nedvesky joins in the attack. Robinson, the flag's up, although the Rangers players think it's a goal, and a quite remarkable goal it would have been too. There are protests from all the players, and there's total confusion here. Now what has he given? Now has he given the goal? I think he's given the goal. There's complete confusion here. Nedvesky gave it straight to Robinson, who from just inside the half put the ball in, and the goal stands. The linesman was flagged.
Got support from Dawes behind him if he was required, but Stewart doing all right on his own. Stainrod. Allen, lovely turn! That was a £1 million goal. Well, the player who's had such a problem living down those price tags of his before he reached the age of 21 shows that he really has got a terrific quality. Dawes did well, and Stainrod knocked a useful header down to him. What a great turn here, though.
Sinton couldn't control it. Francis does. Oh, I say! Top class. A hat-trick, really in the grand manner. And Trevor Francis, at the age of 35, still such a stylish performer. That was a wonderful goal and a wonderful day for him. Allen. And Wednesday looking ragged now, and Martin Allen has surely sealed the 3 points for Queen's Park Rangers here, beating Chris Turner from some distance.
If only by the fans' patience. And that was rewarded by a second half, the opposite of the shambles which had gone before. First, David Pisani giving Rangers the lead.
Danny Wallace. Well, Rangers have got it back and can look to break forward themselves, although on that occasion, slightly flat-footed was Martin Allen. But not the second time! My word! The player-manager trying to get across to show his congratulations as well. It was a stunning shot. When a second or two earlier, he'd almost looked disinterested, Martin Allen. And then the ball came back to him rather fortunately. And he hit it like an arrow into the corner.
by Warren Neal, who tries the shot. Oh, what a goal by Warren Neal! Brilliant!
Hillary shaking off Potty. Clive Allen. Oh, lovely play by Allen. Brilliant skills. A goal that puts Rangers back in the hunt. That was quite remarkable and well worth looking at again. Completely mesmerising those West Ham defenders. The way is clear. And it's a lovely ball into the corner past Philpotts by Clive Allen.
Oh, Falco! Oh, it's brilliant! 3-1. What a glorious strike by Mark Falco.